Auckland City, the big AK, some say one of the world's best cities, but oh my God, it is so damn expensive.
Can't you feel the property prices just rising as we stand here?
Just breathe it in, it's strangling me. But also tonight, a humanitarian crisis, the refugee situation. I'm Wallace Chapman.
I'm Damian Christie.
Welcome to the world's one and only pub politics show, Backbenchers.
Let's rock and roll.
Gosh, look at that! Ladies and gentlemen, Auckland 2015, round of applause for yourselves. Great to be here tonight. Wow. We have a great panel tonight. We're going to be talking about Auckland, what's wrong with it, what's right with it, should we all move to the capital city. Also tonight we're going to be talking about the humanitarian crisis that is the extraordinary refugee situation, that and a whole lot more. But will you please welcome the Labour MP, and they call her the fourth most preferred Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern. Good to have you on.
Well, nice to be here.
The fourth most preferred. How does that make you feel?
I think we need to keep that in perspective. It was
There's
like...
no perspective.
Well, it was like 4% in a digipoll. That's what, 20 people?
Actually, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good one.
That
All right.
could just be my family.
Yeah,
so.
quick three. Here's a quick three before we get into it. All right, number one. Let's play Is It True? Is it true that you were raised a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
That is absolutely true. Yep.
Are you still?
No, I quite like whiskey now.
That's not whiskey.
Get that?
We'll get your whiskey later.
That's all vodka.
That's all vodka. All right, here, question two. If it came down to it, what flag design would you live with?
I'm so uninspired.
Oh, no, come on,
I have to say,
Jacinda.
no, do you know what? I wanted to be inspired. I actually wanted to see something that would make me go, yeah, that's the one. I'm certainly not feeling it.
And finally, if you were one day the Prime Minister of New Zealand, what would be your main focus, Jacinda
Child
Ardern?
poverty, hands down.
Child poverty.
Hands down.
Hands down, all right. And will you please give a big round of applause for National MP Alfred Ngaro. Alfred, good having the show, mate. How are you?
Good, thanks.
All right. Quick, around fire, quick. Is it true that you began your life as an electrician and also did a theology degree?
That's correct.
So how did you put the two together?
Well, that's it. It's quite easy because I actually was there to bring to the light of good news.
Not even rehearsed. Not even rehearsed. All right, now, question two. What does National do for Pacifica people?
It does a lot of things for Pacifica people. Let's take one in regards to education. So the retention rates and the completion rates, there's a lot of young Pacifica that are here, that are in Auckland, okay, that's increased by up to 70%. Early childhood education, making a difference.
Very good, Alfred. Very good. One person amongst the 400 does not agree with you there. And finally, question number three. There is a rumour that Weet-Bix are behind the new flag designs. Can you confirm that for us tonight?
No, I don't think they're behind the design. But
Are you sure?
Yes.
Have you seen them?
No, I've tasted them though.
All right, okay. Alfred Ngaro, very good. Good to have you on. And a big round of applause for Green MP Genter. Julianne. How are you tonight, Julianne?
Great.
All right, question number one. Is it true, let's play, is it true that within the transportation industry, you're a recognised expert on parking?
Yeah, I think so.
That's your big expert.
That's not the only thing, but it's way more interesting than you guys think.
Like what?
Well, it turns out that it's one of the greatest opportunities for us to have a more vibrant city, to save money on transport, to have more affordable housing.
We can talk about
Cut
some of that
red
later
tape.
on. Okay, all right. And if it came down to it, what flag design could you live with, Julianne Genter?
I don't like any of the final four. I don't understand why the public didn't get to have some sort of say on the 40 shortlisted. There's not enough choice in the final four.
Okay, and finally, very good, and from a punter who emailed in, Julianne Genter, how did you get here tonight?
I took the bus.
Oh, see? Very, Very rehearsed, very good. And finally, act leader, David Seymour. David, welcome to the show, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, your question. Question number one. Is it true that you actually portrayed a young Edmund Hillary in a 1997 documentary?
That is absolutely true.
I can see the likeness, can't you, Jacinda?
What actually happened is he was actually very smart. He's upclassed twice.
Oh.
And so he was only 11 when he got to third form. And I was a third former playing him because I was runty enough to play 11-year-olds. So
All right, okay.
It's true.
Do you think that Edmund Hillary would have been an ACT Party member?
Absolutely.
All right, someone tweet that, actually, or could you? And another question from a punter. Are poor people able to join the ACT Party?
I beg your pardon?
Exactly, all right, very good. And finally, what are your plans to get the numbers up in the polls for ACT?
Oh, I don't know. I'll see if I can get some advice from Jacinda. She seems to know how to do it. So.
Ah, okay, very good. Well, that's the panel tonight. Damian, Christie, welcome. Good to have you here.
Hi.
Hey, what about the crowd tonight, huh? How
What
fantastic.
about
Look at
that good-looking Auckland
Good-looking
crowd?
Auckland. Good-looking Auckland crowd.
We like that. Hey, what about those flags? What do you reckon about the flags? Any ones that you like there?
Yes, and I'll tell you my favourite later on in the show. I have a favourite.
Can I just say my Facebook feed, my Twitter feed is full with people that have chosen their own flag. And we've got the designer right here in the crowd tonight. His name's James. We'll just get a shot of James. The laser flag is the one that didn't make the final four. I think we might have a shot of it. It's the Kiwi. If you haven't seen it,
He's become a cult hero. This guy. Bring him down. Bring him down. Bring him down. Come here.
Come on down. Are you surprised that you've basically got the front-running alternative flag?
Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
What's the, tell us, kōrero mai, tell us the sort of whakapapa, the development of this flag.
Well,
The laser represents...
Laser.
lasers.
What's he shooting?
Exactly.
What's he shooting?
The laser represents lasers. James is just, he's a plain-speaking guy, and you're here tonight not because you designed the flag, but because you put the TVs in the pub here.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much, James. Good luck on the flag referendum. Everyone out there in New Zealand, spoil your votes. Go with that. All right. Thank you very much, James. Stick around. We'll buy you a beer. It is time now for this week's... That is him. This week's Top 5.
At number 5, when you've already compared yourself with Jesus and declared yourself a genius, where is there left for Kanye West to go? Well, how about this?
As you probably could have guessed by this moment, I have decided in 2020 to run for president.
At number 4, back here in 2015 and we've got other problems. But Donald Trump finally seems to have met his match with an interviewer prepared to ask the hard questions, like, how did you get to be so awesome?
You're seeing some idiots in the press. Univision's Jorge Ramos, and you schooled that radical activist. And it was the right thing to do, because I don't think he's going to pull that again. Where'd you get your guts for that kind of necessary confrontation?
At number 3, I'll tell you what though, whether it's Kanye or Trump, they're going to have their work cut out for them if the next Cold War ever needs to be settled with an arm wrestle. At number 2, don't get too smug about New Zealand though, eh? Sometimes it's like we never made it out of the 1950s.
Do you imagine in the future we'll be talking about Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, Graham?
Well, I'll tell you what, she's a pretty little thing at the moment, and what she says, I think she speaks pretty smart, I think. She just comes across as the right image.
And at number 1, the All Blacks lineup is announced at Parliament, the Prime Minister agreeing that if the ABs win the World Cup, he's going to let Richie choose the new flag.
The silver fern is what it means to be a Kiwi, and wearing the black jersey, so I'm obviously biased in that regard. So if something was like that was a change, I'd be more than happy with that.